Happy Friday, folks.
Yes!
Welcome. I am the chief NFT strategist. Gang in the building. How y'all doing tonight? It's Friday. Hope you had a great week. I had a very productive one. Busy, lots of emotions, but overall, I think I won the week. Come on, crowd. You got to get behind me. You got to celebrate them wins. Small, large, whatever. You better celebrate those wins. But yeah, I had a pretty good week. I hope you did. I hope you are ready to have a relaxing weekend. Make sure if you're an overthinker like me that you slow it down, give your mind some time to relax and let go. Anyway, I got a lot to talk about tonight. I don't want to be before you long because I still need to get to the gym and I want to get some rest. I may stop by the bar if I have some time, if I don't get out off of here too late. But yeah, so before I get into the topic at hand, I want to do this. Yes, be sure you go out and mint you a Bar Gang NFT. The body launch will be happening. BOTYDay 2022 will be happening March 10th at the Wharf, Miami. Go to the description. You can RSVP and complete a form to be notified when the app will be ready to be downloaded. So definitely look out for the body launch, and the Bar Gang NFT corresponds with that. So you want to get your Bar Gang NFT today. So let me jump right into it. I want to talk about a lot. One of the things I talked about on the last show was celebrating the wins, really supporting our own. And this is a great story. Snoop Dogg is converting Death Row Records into the first NFT music label. Snoop Dogg is taking Death Row Records into the metaverse. The rapper, entertainer, crypto enthusiast has announced plans to make Death Row the first NFT music label. Let's give it up for Snoop. That is amazing. Snoop bought the label, which was founded by Dr. Dre and Suge Knight. Don't forget Eazy-E, among others, and which launched his career. The announcement took place on social media via Clubhouse. And Snoop said, Death Row will be an NFT label. We will be putting out artists through the metaverse, just like we broke the industry when we was the first independent to be major. We want to be the first major in the metaverse. Once again, NFTs. It's not all bad, people. NFTs are taking over, and I see more good things happening like this where people are being innovative and creating opportunities, not just in the physical world, but in the virtual world. And it seems like Snoop is doing that. And I want to give Snoop his flowers. I don't know him personally. I don't get into him being a perfect person and all the things he may be accused of or whatever. As far as a business person, I have to applaud him. He started at Death Row, young cat, rapping, has turned into a businessman, and he's been one of the pioneers in the crypto and NFT space. So definitely want to give him his flowers. I applaud the purchase of Death Row Records. And then I also applaud him in trying to be an innovator in the NFT space. So props to you, Snoop. Now, the next thing I want to share is I want to share this thing about my guy. And once again, I don't know him, but for the purposes of this discussion, I want to share this about the man Kanye West. So Kanye West, 200 stem player will be the only way to get his next album, Donda 2, which is a little disappointing to me because I love Donda 1. It's one of the albums I listen to daily for months. And sometimes when I need a little bit of inspiration, motivation, I pull out the album and I listen to it when I'm working out at the gym. So The artist says Apple offered 100 million for the first Donda album. Platform exclusive content is one of the best ways to juice hardware sales. And Ye, the artist formerly known as Kanye West, announced via Instagram that his next album, Donda 2, will only be available on my own platform, the STEM Player, not on Apple, Amazon, Spotify, or YouTube. And I think that deserves an applause. Why that deserves an applause is because one of the things I like to stress, and I've been talking about more um, lately. I talked about a lot in the past, but that's before YouTube on my social channels, is that the importance of Black ownership. Sometimes we got to sacrifice today for a bigger tomorrow. Now, someone like Kanye can make a shitload of money with Apple, Spotify, all of those platforms, but sometimes it takes a sacrifice to go and start your own thing, do your own thing. Now, who knows if this will do well? Who knows if this will be successful or not? But for the most part, I applaud the fact that you're being innovative and you are creating an opportunity for you to be able to be in more control of what you're doing. I mean, think about it. As Black people, we put out a lot of content. We dominate in certain sports, and when you look at the ownership and look who owns those teams, who owns those labels, very few times it's us. And I think that we need to understand that yes, we can make a lot of money being the entertainer, the athlete. We could be that and make a lot of money, but sometimes it takes a sacrifice to say, okay, I'm not going to take your check. I'm going to try to do my own thing. And once again, I applaud Kanye West for that. I think that he is innovating to a level that a lot of people don't understand yet, but I do. And I think it's the start of more amazing things to come. And I want to share this on his Instagram. Hold on. On his Instagram, he said, Donda 2 will only be streaming on my own platform, the STEM Player. You can download the new music from stemplayer.com. You could play 4 different elements of the track: vocals, drums, bass, and music. Damn. It also has an MP3 player available. We currently have 67,000 available and are making 3,000 a day. Go click the link in my bio to purchase. And he played this on his Instagram. Hey. Hey.
We went off the grid. We ain't watched Stone, we took it. We went viral on them, they looking. It's a Sunday service in Brooklyn. It's a city that come with the lights. I'm with the drillers that come with the night. They ain't do 4 years of college, but they ain't do 4 years of college. They ain't do 4 years, they ain't do 4 years, they ain't do 4 years of college, but they'll do 25 to life. And
woo, that boy is fire. So definitely hand clap for Kanye West for being innovative. Like I said, who knows? The jury's out how well this concept will do. But sometimes you got to pass on the check and you got to build and create your own. And that's what I see him doing. Which leads me into the next thing. He came up with this concept. I heard it on his Instagram called Black Futures Month. So I talked a little bit about that in my last YouTube video. So I'm gonna play a little snippet from this, and you let me know what you think.
The system has been separating families in every way that they can for years. America is made to enslave us. What they ever gave us. We done proved, we done showed, it's documented. Now it's cemented. Black future, it's time to invent it. If Ye said it, you know that he meant it. There's no more Black History Month. Every February, reminding us that we just barely can vote. You shouldn't have to be a tech genius, a basketball god, a musical wizard to be able to hold down your family.
And yeah, I said this on the last show. You know, I applaud Kanye, I applaud Jay, I applaud Will Smith, I applaud a lot of the pioneers that are Black. With that being said, that shouldn't be the example to a kid of what Black success is. Black success is that entrepreneur. Now, I use the number 250 to 500,000. That's the number that I think is a comfortable level for an individual to be able to not only make money, but be able to do all the things that a person should be able to do, like traveling the world. But it don't have to be that big. It could be 75, 100,000. It could be enough that allows you to live the life that you want to live. And we need to see more examples of Black people in that space. So that can be the vision and the identity of Black success. Sometimes we put LeBron and certain people and saying, hey, this is what success is. And yeah, that's success in some people's eyes, but success should be the average person that's making a good living that could provide for his family and be able to do so many amazing things. And we need more examples of that within the Black community. So I'm gonna keep going.
Been about 4 or 5 days since I see my kids. But we in America, ain't we? That's just how it is. When they write the history, when they write the narrative, when they take something that's strong and make it look like it's an embarrassment, when they take something that's weak and try to even make a comparison, when you say something that's strong and they say that you arrogant.
Yeah. And he goes on to talk. You can definitely Google to find that video. He had it on his Instagram. I think it's on some YouTube channels. But yeah, you can. He goes on to talk about Black Future Month. Now that's important for us to understand our past and really, really embrace what happened to us as a race. And I talked about that on the last show as well. With that being said, we need to understand what has happened, what is still happening, and we need to uh, create opportunities for a better tomorrow. And that means taking ownership of the things that we do, building businesses, working together, and really, really focusing on the future. And that's how I understand the concept of Black Future Month. I'm not an extreme as Kanye with No More Black History Month, but I am a true believer in Black Future Month and understanding that let's work together. Let's build, let's build, let's build. So once again, I applaud Kanye West for being an innovator. I think that you don't have to take his extreme points of views, but I think you need to embrace what is being said. And what's being said is that we have to understand what was done to us, what is still being done to us, and we need to create opportunities that are going to create generational wealth and create concepts that we own in the future. So definitely, I applaud that. So there's one more thing I really want to, two more things I really want to do. I want to play this. One of the people that actually brought me to YouTube was when I started watching Kwame Brown when he went viral on YouTube. And what I really appreciate about this brother is his honesty, his simplicity with his show, his rawness of just putting out the content and not, it's not a lot of graphics, not a lot of edits. It's just raw, real talk. And for someone that has been raw and real for some time, and sometimes I feel like I got to mute myself because your opinion seems not the norm. Sometimes you feel like an outcast, and I don't care, but sometimes when you are the only one saying it, sometimes you just be quiet. But it's good now to hear more and more people speak up and really, really embracing certain individuals on YouTube that are speaking truth, in my opinion. So I want to share this video. He was talking about how Floyd Mayweather gets so much hate. And one thing about me, I seem to like a lot of the individuals that the media try to vilify. I like Floyd Mayweather. I like Kanye West. I like people who are innovative, creative, and who own everything that they do or working towards that. So when I heard him do this video on Floyd, I had to clap because once again, I look at Floyd and like, as a Black community, he should be one of the pioneers that we're learning from. I mean, this guy took a bet on himself and dominated the whole boxing game. I mean, that's crazy to do. And instead of us learning from him and embracing what he's done, not just as a fighter, but as a promoter, as a business person. We don't like him. Same thing with Kanye. This man is, I think his net worth is probably 7 to 10 billion, might be more than that with all the things he's doing now. And instead of us embracing and learning, embracing him and learning from him, we don't like him. And I'm just like, it just makes no sense to me. And it seems like we follow the narrative that the media pushes to us. And I think that we got to start thinking for ourselves and really embracing those individuals within our community that took the big risks and laying the grounds for a better tomorrow, from a financial perspective, from a business perspective, from just creating opportunities for our community, our culture moving forward. So anyway, let me play this video. Fair use. I've never had a conversation with Kwame Brown, or I believe he got this information from the Pivot podcast, but I'll let him share the information. Fair use is for educational purposes only. So let me play this.
And shout out to the Pivot podcast.
I'm a Black American. I'm always going to support my people first. And I'm always going to be known as a Black American. I can't call myself an African American because when they want to separate us, then they say we are African American. But remember this.
Let me rewind that for the people in the back that didn't understand what Floyd was saying. And for all the people that call this man stupid because he got a little speech problem, or if he has a problem reading, this man may have that hindrance, but this man is very smart and wise.
And smart and wise. I'm sorry. I would even take it a step further. I think that Floyd is a genius. And I think that once again, it's not even just giving him his flowers, but really learning how he did it. Like, what made you take that risk? I mean, as a risk taker, what made you do that? What insight gave you the confidence to say, I'm not going to do like everybody else is doing. I'm going to step out here and do it on my own. So definitely let Kwame keep going.
There's a difference between being book smart and all that and wise. And this man done been through some stuff, I can tell. So he is wise. So listen to what he just said.
I'm saying, I'm not jealous because remember,
let me go back some more because he said something that I think is true too. He should be the athlete of the century. He actually should be the athlete of the century. But see, and them niggas knew that. They knew that. And that's why they got niggas using white boy tactics. That's the point that I'm saying. Our culture, they hid books from us. They hid all kind of things from men. There was men that needed their wives that worked as a secretary for the white man to write their whatever. They go out and work their ass off though. They go out and build you a house from the ground. They were better men than most of these niggas now that can read and write. They can.
All right, let me speed it up a little bit. It's another point that he made. Let's see. Let's see this.
You mean to tell me?
Yeah. Oh. And it's just so many athletes that I take my hat off to that work so hard that I love. And I'm talking about, football, basketball, boxing, baseball. It's just so many sports. You gotta realize, I've been fighting since Michael Jordan was playing basketball. Mm-hmm. I was getting it in. I was undefeated from there to now, and then LeBron James' career is almost over, and I'm still getting it. Mm-hmm. A one-man army. So a lot of time when I be seeing these different athletes, like, oh, this athlete got athlete of the decade. I'm like, well, shit, do I get athlete of the century? Right. Shit. I'm saying, I'm not jealous because remember, they're gonna always get my support. All these athletes gonna always get my support because that's what I do. I support my people. And just like Mexicans support Mexicans, Dominicans support Dominicans, Puerto Ricans support Puerto Ricans, Chinese support Chinese. I'm a Black American. I'm always going to support my people first. And I'm always going to be known as a Black American. I can't call myself an African American. Because when they want to separate us, then they say we are African American. But remember this: when I'm competing in the Olympics, I didn't compete on an African American Olympic team.
So look, it's something else that Kwame said. Let's see if I can find it really quick. Let's see.
And this don't happen to white boys. And we didn't beat Forgotten Kings doing his thing. But see, this side over here, that's I play this part where Floyd Mayweather said, I can't get it at the right part.
All right, let's listen to this part. I think this is what
it's at like the 21-minute mark, but I got it like at 1956. But this dang near broke my heart that this man gets so much hate from our community. Look at the way black folks jump in to defend Joe Rogan. Look at the way black folks jump in so fast to defend Eminem and every white person that make any mistake. Do you see how great Floyd Mayweather is? How come you don't see a bunch of black folks jump in to defend him on anything?
Nope.
You see them jump in to hate on his ass. But I don't see a lot of black folks jump in to defend this man. And this man is a legend walking around. He changed boxing. He changed the way these guys get paid. He changed the way these guys can talk and be flashy. He gave him the game of independence and being your own promoter. And they kick him in the ass because he got money. And just hearing him talk, I said, Jesus Christ. I listened to the whole thing too, but this part stuck out to me. And the fact that he made a whole lot of sense. He said, black folks are okay with Warren Buffett and making money into his 70s and 80s. They're okay with Bill Gates still making money after making so much money. He got his own, the guy who owned Walmart, the Walton. He said they're okay with these people keep making money and they patronize these people and make them billionaires and generational wealth. But once you are done fighting, they want you to just be done with making money. Just go away. And I'm like, damn, that is so true. Same thing with Master P. He tried to go make some shoes or anything he make. Oh, man, why this nigga ain't got no money from this? He must be broke. He trying to sell. That's the first thing they say. This man trying to be a businessman. Oh, this nigga must be broke. So I guess if you're an athlete or a former rapper, you're supposed to just sit back and twiddle your thumbs and say, nigga, I'm a former rapper. I'm a former basketball player. And then black folks will help do the business of keeping you the way you are because they don't want to see you get no more money.
And that's powerful, y'all. I wanted to definitely play that part. We have to stop. Well, one, we got to understand why we're this way. And I think one of the reasons why we're this way is because the media does know how to vilify the individuals that are made men, independent individuals that do speak out against the challenges and the problems that are out here. And the moment you do that, you vilify them. And instead, and once again, nobody is perfect. So this is not to say that every move that Floyd makes that he's perfect, or every move that Kanye makes that he's perfect, or Snoop Mail that he's perfect. But instead of us as a community, we only got a few individuals that reach the levels of success that these individuals have reached. Instead of us learning and embracing them, we don't like them and we hate them. And when you think of someone like Floyd and what he did and how disciplined he was in reaching a level of success as a boxer, and then now transitioning that to a businessman, once again, you got to give him his flowers. And I just hope people understand that I may be talking about Floyd, but this trickles down to the young cat that's getting started in entrepreneurship. If you know that man, support him. Give him a few dollars, because guess what? When you are a Black entrepreneur, when you're a Black founder, the opportunities to get capital to grow your businesses is not as plentiful as it is for our white counterparts. So we got to learn how to support one another. We have to understand that in order for us to thrive in the future, we must build businesses, and we must build big businesses. We must build businesses that go on for decades and decades. And that's how we change the narrative. We change the narrative by really embracing those pioneers that are taking the big risk, because it's not for everybody. What I'm going through, I wouldn't wish this on anybody. I wouldn't wish the nights that I don't sleep, and I'm tossing and turning because an idea came to my head, because I got to make payroll, and I don't know how I'm going to make payroll, but I know that, you know, this is bigger than me, and sometimes I can't eat so others can eat, and that's not for everybody. So yeah, so I hope you guys took something from that video. Don't really focus on the fact that whether you do or you don't like Floyd, or whether you do or you don't like Kanye or Snoop. Focus on the innovation that they're doing, the risk that they're taking, and how all of this translates to your kids and future generations being able to say, I can do it too. So I had more to talk about, but um, it's getting a little bit late. I'm tired. This drink is starting to hit a little bit, and I still got to go to the gym. So yeah, that's not a bad habit. You know, the gym, I'm gonna sweat it all off. But anyway, y'all, please like, leave a comment, subscribe, share. Um, yeah, I didn't talk too much about NFTs again today. I'll get back on my NFT cycle. Once again, it's Black Futures Month. I think it's certain things that need to be said. People need to understand about this journey, and I won't be silenced. Once again, this is my show, my thoughts, my opinions. I'm just trying to help. Um, the body launch is coming. I hope that you support me, whether it's downloading the app when it's available, whether it's coming to the event, or whether it's buying a Bar Gang NFT. Every little bit counts. And once again, this is bigger than me. This is not just about me. This is for every young Black entrepreneur, Black, young, middle age, old, for everyone that, you know, just trying to find happiness, trying to take ownership of what they do. So please support. I hope you have a happy Friday. Hope you have an amazing weekend. And I'm gone.